What's up, guys? This is the crypto market update of Tuesday, March 21st. It's 10:19 a.m. And now let's dive into it. So we're going to cover those key macro charts that we've been looking at to decide whether we're going into a bull market or the bear market's continuing. Then we're going to go into Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, XLM, XDC, and XEN. XRP popping up nice today, a good 12-13%. XDC hit our target from our group call last week. It hasn't even been a full 7 days. It's been 6 days since we called XDC going around 4.5 cents 6 days ago when it was just at 3 cents. So that was a killer trade. So if you're new here, subscribe, hit the notification bell, get updated in real time when we drop these market updates, newsletters, and deep dives. So let's dive into it. So this is the USDC plus USDT market cap versus total crypto market cap. Right now we're on the weekly chart. And we had a bearish candle come in here, and now it looks like the momentum is going to still continue to go down, which is positive for us, for our crypto holdings. We can see that we had this trend line coming up like this. We had it as support. We broke below it. Rejection. We had the wick pop up, but we closed below. And now we're seeing continuation to the downside. So that's the 1 week chart. But let's go to the 3 week chart because this closes in 5 days as well too. And we're seeing the momentum just tank, nosedive. And we're peaking below the 50 line. Just like back here, we're peaking below the 50 line. And we're at the stock RSI right where it needs to be, and the blue crossed the pink, or getting ready to at this moment, which is very kind of similar to back here in December of 2020. We all know what happened after December of 2020. We just moonshotted, and we could very well be in another position like that where we reach close to all-time highs sooner than a lot of people expect. So we're going to be tracking it right now. All I know is that, hey, the momentum is for the macro trend down in this chart, and for the medium and the short term. So that is signifying that cryptos are going to keep continuing to pop up here. So that's very good news. Now let's go to the NASDAQ 100 versus Bitcoin. And I'm going to go to that 2 week chart. And right now what we're seeing is beautiful because first off, we're seeing the void lines mouths open up as we're popping down here. We're seeing the TSI really start to nosedive now. We're seeing the blue cross above the pink. We're seeing the RSI below the 50. We see the MACD is red, and we have officially cracked below this trend line. So we had covered this many times. When we crack below the trend line after kind of going up, in a sideways kind of ascending channel like that, every single time we do this, we head into our multi-year bull run. So bam, bull run, bam, bull run. And then we had this one as well too. Bam, bull run. And then this whole time we've been doing our upward ascending channel, and we just broke below officially here. And you can see the TSI when it crosses down, bull run, and we might be headed into a mega moon bull run, hyper run here, because this is the highest the TSI has ever been. And now we're crossing down, ready to nosedive. Very exciting times, very exciting. So definitely, yep, this checks off for the bull market is here. Now let's go to the inverse chart of that, which is the Bitcoin versus NASDAQ. And we're on the 3 week chart. We have that vertical blue buy now. If we see in 5 days, we see that, then it's very well the beginning of the bull market. We are peeking our head above the EMA ribbon as well too. Beautiful. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. And we see MACD, big pop green, TSI crossing up vertical now, stock RSI crossing up, momentum's there. The pink is now crossing up. We'll likely see that blue come down, RSI peaking above the 50 line. We just got another check as far as the 3 charts that we look at for knowing whether we're in a bull market or going to continue this bear market. So the bull market's here, folks. We've been covering it since the middle of December. We're now late March. We've been saying it. And now it's really starting to become evident that that's the case. So boom, right there. So now let's go into gold. Gold right now, gold touched $2,000, I think a couple days ago. Right now, the 3 week chart closes in 3 days, and the body of the candle, if we can get that back above, if we can get the body of the candle in the 3 week above 2,000, it's game on. We do see the stock RSI is headed vertical, and we do see the TSI is now headed vertical as well too, above the zero line, and the MACD is pressing up hard. So this is all a great sign that the gold is going to continue to spike. We came up, we broke above the EMA ribbon, back down and retested support, and now we're heading higher. Love to see it. So gold up, macro direction. Total crypto market cap. Let me hide these void lines here. And right now we're on the three week chart. We're seeing the TSI cross up right here. It's just happening as we speak. So in 5 days when this closes, if that is the case, then we're going to get the vertical blue buy now because we have the stock RSI cross up. That's a check. We have the MACD flipping green. That's a check. And then the TSI as well too, with the RSI poking on the 50 line and the market structure ribbon ready to get broken there. Very positive. We've been saying 1.13 trillion is a key level to get above. And right now we're at 1.143. So this is great. I'm seeing that momentum really starting to shine right now. And we have the body and some wicks right here. So I would say if we pull back down, we want to see 1.073 trillion hold as support. At the very least, I would say right here, 1.033 trillion. So it seems like we cleared that and now we can start heading up higher. If we take this Fibonacci and we grab it from the top of the bull market to the bottom of the bear market, I would say our next target is up here around 1.258 trillion. And then if we can get above that, we're going to head to 1.47 trillion, which is a critical level as far as where we fell off a cliff here, where we found some support, where we got hung up here, where we found some support and some resistance here as well too. So critical level there. So if we can clear 1.25, then we're going to go to 1.50. And at that point, if we can get above there, that's just solid. So that's looking good as far as the momentum goes. Then if we went to the monthly chart real quick, we are seeing this stock RSI cross up, getting close to that 20 line, looking very eerily similar to back here. Yeah, so it's looking like the bull market is in full effect right now. Let's go to the others market cap. And I'm going to hide this. And we are on the 3 week chart. We have the 3 week prepare to buy soon. We're pressing right up at that resistance level. So if we break above that, then it's game on. You can see that when we got above there in January 2020, we held that support in the summer there. Then we found support in May of 2022, broke below it. Then we found resistance for months now. Resistance. So if we can get above 400 billion, right now we're at 380 billion, then it's game on. And that's only about 5-7% away until we get above there. And the momentum in the macro timeframes is looking like we're very well on our way to break above there. We see the MACD curling in fast, TSI as well too, and the stock RSI headed vertical. So it's looking very nice for that to happen. Now let's go to the stock market. Stock market on the 2-day chart reclaimed, actually let me go to the 3-day. So the 3-day, we reclaimed back above the 200 moving average. We came down, held it as support, and now it looks like we're going to fire up. We do see the MACD coming in dark green. We saw the TSI getting ready to cross. It didn't, and it popped up. So this is very positive right there. Then if we look at, we came down to the EMA ribbon, bounce off it, and we're going to see this EMA ribbon turn green. I would love to see us head higher here so that EMA ribbon can come up green and cross through the 200 moving average, because that would likely signify that the bottom is in for the stock market as well too. And we found some support on the RSI 50 line. So that's good for the stock market. Then if we go to Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin dominance started ripping up here as kind of shown with the Bitcoin USD chart. But right now we have sell warnings. We have sell warnings on the 1 day. We have sell warnings on the 2 day likely. Yep, we have it on the 2 day. Let's look on the 3 day. So we have it on the 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. Let's see if we have it on the 4 day. We don't have it on the 4 day. Let's check the 5 day. And we don't have it on the 5 day, but we are running into the 5 day 200 moving average there. On top of it, we have the 3 day, 2 day, 1 day sell warnings. And let's check the 12 hour, because likely we're getting the sell warnings there as well too. And we're going to see the sell now come in on this, because we're seeing this curl over here. We're seeing that curl over, seeing that curl over. So the 12-hour sell warning, 1 day sell warning, 2 day sell warning, 3 day sell warning, with the 12-hour sell now impending, and we likely already got the 9-hour sell now, or we're getting it right now, likely means that Bitcoin dominance is going to come down. If we see Bitcoin USD chart stay stable or go up, and we see the Bitcoin dominance go down, then altcoins, it's altcoin season, baby. So let's look to see, do we have the sell nows coming in here? So we have the sell warnings. We don't have the sell now on the 9-hour yet, but we're looking like we're going to get it. But I'm sure on the 6-hour we do. Yep, we're going to sell now right now. So Bitcoin dominance looking like it's going to roll over. So it's going to be very interesting when we check the Bitcoin USD chart to see if it's holding up. Now let's go to others dominance because we're likely seeing that pop up. We see the 6-hour chart. So we see 6-hour prepare to buy soon. Let's go to the 9-hour. We see 9-hour prepare to buy soon. Let's go to the 12-hour. We see the 12-hour. Let's go to the 1 day. We likely see the 1 day prepare to buy soon as well. Yep, we see the 1 day. Let's go to the 2 day. We likely have that as well. Yep, we got that. And then let's look at the 3 day. And we have the 3 day. Let's look at the 4 day. If we have it on the 4 day, geez. Nope, not on the 4 day, but we have it on the 3 day and the 2 day and the 1 day and the 12-hour, the 9-hour, the 6-hour, the 4-hour. So just like we saw the prepare to sell soons with that on Bitcoin dominance, we're seeing the inverse of that for others dominance with the prepare to buy soons. So, and we came down to the void lines on the 3 day and we're finding some nice support at it. And we had that pass area right here acting as support as well too. So it's looking like others dominance is ready to kick up, which means altcoin season, because Bitcoin dominance ready to kick down. Then we just have to check Bitcoin USD to see if it's staying stable or it's going to head up. But yeah, I'd be looking for a 6-hour buy now for the others dominance to set that in stone that altcoin season's here. And we're likely going to get it today or by tomorrow. So let's go now into the bond yields. So bond yields, if we go to the 12-hour chart, we are seeing we're running into some resistance right now, that market structure ribbon. We do see a 12-hour buy now though, but the EMA ribbon is red and it's crossing through the 200 moving average now. So that is pretty solid as far as, hey, maybe this is a 12-hour buy now fake out. Let's look to see if there's a 1 day prepare to buy soon. There's no 1 day prepare to buy soon. So yeah, I mean, on the 1 day, we did come down on the 200 moving average. We held that as support. Maybe we do pop up a little more, but I would expect us to find some resistance coming in. But as far as the momentum, it's to the downside. If we go to the 3-day chart, we do see the stock RSI crossing down. The bond yields are trying to hang on by a thread here. We just need to see us pull back down and see us get below 3.33%. If we can do that, then bond yields are going to continue to remain going lower. But so far, it's still trying to hold up here. If we go to the dollar's likely was breaking lower earlier. Let's go to the 12-hour chart. Yeah, so if I go to this spot in the dollar, so this low to this high, we stretch it out. We were sitting at the 786 last night. Yep, we're sitting at the 786, and then we broke it in the past 12 hours. And right now we are still hanging on by a thread. If I pull a horizontal line and look at past support, we can see that area was very key as far as this is where we broke off from. When we got above, we held it as support. So if we can break 103, it's game on. It's game on. The dollar will continue to melt down. And then we'll probably test 100. But if we look at the 1 day chart, we are seeing that, hey, the mouths of the void lines are opening up. We're seeing the market structure ribbon flip from green to red. We are seeing the blue cross above the pink. When we saw the pink cross above the blue, that's when we went up. So right now the direction is down for the dollar. Stock RSI is completely down here. So momentum's down. And then MACD's red, TSI as well is crossing down and through the zero line right now, signifying that the dollar is in a downtrend. Then if we even go to the 2-day chart, we can see that stock RSI is down here. Blue's about to cross above the pink. And we see the TSI couldn't get above the zero line. And now we're crossing back down, and the MACD showing that as well too. So we're likely going to see the next leg down for the dollar here and the next leg up for crypto. But let's take a look at Bitcoin, because Big Daddy is going to rule it all. And we can see that we're holding the 4-hour middle line of the Bollinger or the void lines as support this whole kind of uptrend. We are seeing a little bit of weakness out of Bitcoin right now because we're like kind of curling over like that. We do see the stock RSI come down like this. I would say if we saw the 4-hour buy now, if we saw the 4-hour stock RSI break above this trend line coming down and then get above the 50 line, then we're going to start going up again. But if we remain down here and we start kind of seeing this curl down and break below the zero line, then it's likely that Bitcoin has put a local top in. If we look at the 12-hour chart, we definitely want to hold where we're at on the 12-hour at this stock RSI 50 line. And we want to see a soft landing and see this curl back up, because when we saw us cross below right here, this is the 12-hour on Bitcoin with the stock RSI is what we've been tracking a lot. So when we came up, we crossed above, we went up, crossed down, went down, crossed up. It was a fake out, crossed down, we crossed up right here. That's when we went. So like this is such a critical level for us to hold as support for the stock RSI. So I'm going to put an alert right there so we can be notified in real time if this were to break down. But as you can see, well, the EMA ribbon flipped from red to green. This is all great because we're in a bullish uptrend, but there are some signs that we could be showing some weakness here and could it put in a local top in Bitcoin. Will that mean that altcoins kind of roll over? Not necessarily. It could just mean that Bitcoin's taking a little bit of a breather and then all that money will flow into the altcoins. And yeah, so we have this trend line of support. Let me actually go to a lower time frame. So we have this support, and then we touched it earlier, support. So yeah, this trend line is going to be critical to hold. If I go to the 1 hour chart, we could probably see it a little better. Yeah, see how even if I stretch it out, you can see that when we broke down from this, we went down, then we broke up, found some rejection, broke up, we melted up, and then support, and then support, and then we're close to it right now. So I would say the level we want to watch is from this low to this high, which coincides, the 786 coincides with the trend line. So we're saying 27,500 critical level to hold as support. Yeah, definitely. So watch that on your charts and then watch the 4 hour to cross up, as well as watch the 12 hour as well too. So the 4 hour needs to cross up now to save the 12 hour from crossing down. So definitely that's what we'll be watching. We look at Ethereum popping up here. So maybe, yeah, that money's just flowing in out of Bitcoin into these altcoins. Yeah, we're retesting these highs up here around, I think 1840. So if we can break above that, we're going to head much higher. We have a trend line for Ethereum right here. So I'm going to connect that. And then let me hide this. So you can see that we had support. And now we're running into this horizontal resistance right now. And if we zoom all the way out, that was the area, this horizontal resistance we keep running through that we need to break above is the area we found some support on when we had the Luna crash. Then we fell off a cliff from there, came up, rejection back in August 2022, rejection in September 2022. And then now we're finally back up at this level. So getting above 1840 to 1950 and even 2000 would be much better. Because, also look at, even if we go all the way back, 2021, rejection, got above, then found support in summer 2022. So like we're at a critical macro level. So if I go to the 5-day chart and we look at this even bigger, yeah, we're on the 5-day chart, we're breaking above the 200 moving average, the EMA ribbon we're above. And right now you can see the areas of resistance and support across this. So getting above 2000 would be very, very nice. And we're likely, let me put this high down to this low. Yeah, and we're breaking above the 786 Fibonacci retracement from this high down to the low, back up, which is sitting at 1771. So if we break above 2030, we could be heading up to 3000 because that's the extension level. Now it'll probably coincide with the retracement level, the macro move from this top down to this bottom. Bam, money, 3000 and 3300. That's our honeypot zone. So we could see Ethereum head up to there. And we're seeing on the higher time frames momentum really curling up now, and we're flipping bullish because we're above the zero line. And if we look at that, when we're above the zero line, the last time we were was January 2022, and that's when we crossed below, and that's when we started our downtrend for Ethereum, and now we're finally back above it after a year and 3 months. Solid times. Now let's go to XRP because XRP is sitting at 0.4240. So we had said that we're converting mostly into XRP, and we've been waiting. You know, sometimes it doesn't happen right away, but you still got to maintain the course. Now that XRP is popping up and being an outperformer today, and XLM, you know, kind of going with what our thesis was going to be. Now we're starting to gear up for those peer-to-peer trades as far as when XRP and XLM start to look like the momentum's dying out from them, we're going to find some other coins that are just starting to gear up. So now finally they're making their moves, and now we can start plotting out our next pair to pairs from them to another coin, because they were hanging down here. We knew that they were going to pop up, and now we're finally seeing it. Just because it didn't pop up in a day, 2 days, 3 days, it took a little bit longer, but you got to maintain with your thesis. And that's what we did. And it's working out flawless right now. So we're mainly, we consolidated into those XRPs, XLM type of coins. And now we're seeing the first initial pop up. So if we look at from this high down to this low, we broke above the 786, sitting around 41.5 cents. We want to see that 786, or even just if we were to come down 40 cents maintain. We need to see 40 cents hold as support. But I think we see the momentum really kicking in here on the 5-day chart. This is a 5-day chart. We're getting above the zero line, MACD dark green. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a 5-day chart. Yeah, MACD dark green. We're now starting to kick up. We're going to cross down. MACD didn't do it, and then boom, we shot up. So it looks like this is a real rally. We just dwarfed in one candle, in one day, basically. Yeah, in one day, let me go to a 3-day chart. Actually, I'll go to the 5-day. In one 5-day candle, we took out 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. We took out 60 days worth of price action in 5 days. So this is just the beginning, I would say. And so the extension of this breakout would be at 49 cents, which probably coincides from this high down to this low. Boom, right on the money. So look at where the 786 of the macro high back in September 2020 to the low in January 2023. It's sitting at right at 49 cents, the 786. And now I'm going to get rid of this. And now we can see where the 1618 shows it's right at 49 cents. See, of this high down to this low. So I'll move the horizontal. It's right there at the same spot. So now I'll put the other one back. And you can see that it's at 786 is at 48.99, 1618 is at 48.99. So we know where our next target is and our next area where we need to break above and hold as support. Because if that's the case, now we can start looking at the extension targets of what this would be of the macro move of this high down to this low. And if we break above 49 cents and hold as support, guys, we could be seeing 82 cents in no time here. If we look at the 1 week chart, we're crossing up. We saved ourselves on this 50 line, and we're seeing the TSI kick up, making higher highs and higher lows. And we're on our way toward the zero line, where if we look at the past time where the 1 week went above the zero line, that's when we moonshot. I'm so excited, guys. I hope you guys are too. We're really at the time, I would say. RSI breaking above the 50 line, all good right there. So before I keep going further and cover XLM, XCC, and XCN, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment. Let me know if you've been following us for a while. Let us know you're an OG. Love to see that. And I love to see kind of things come to fruition here. So definitely let me know if you're riding this train with us. Show some love. We'll show some love back. And come join the Discord. The link will be in the bio. Come join the Discord and kind of ask for the access to the VIP channels. So we have, I think, 3 spots left to get access to a VIP membership with Stargate. We closed the gate down for 30 days and now we're back in action, but there's only 3 spots left. We already had 7 people hop on the Stargate train. So definitely, if you've been debating it, now's the time to get in, especially seeing the price action that we're seeing now. Get in so you can get set up with your software, your tools, your charts, your online courses, your one-on-ones, and then you'll get access to all the automated signals flashing through on the Discord. So come join the Discord. Link will be in the bio. There's a free version of the Discord. So if you didn't want the paid one, that's fine. There's still a ton of value in the free version of the Discord. So let's go back to it. So let's finish up by covering XLM. And XLM's rallying right alongside XRP, just like we expected it to happen. So if we take this high down to this low, for XLM, we're sitting right at that 786. So 0.0925 is a key level that we need to break above. Look at the volume spike too. Highest volume we've seen since before 2023. So this is a big move that's happening. If we look at the high to the low, we're right at the 786. If we can break above, which is looking very likely we could head up to 11.5 cents, something that we've been calling for a bit now. It's so exciting right now, the market. It's everything that I don't think people can believe it, but start believing it. The 1-day 200 moving average is sitting around like 10 cents. So if we can break above that as well too, that gives us some more validity and confirmations that we're going to head up to 11.5. Then if we take this high down to the low down here, boom, it's all lining up just precise. 786, a macro move, this high down to the low is sitting at 0.116. Just like from this high down to this low, the extension is 0.1156. So right at the same spot. So coinciding perfectly like XRP was. So we know our key level. So if we were to take out that key level that we've been saying, then XLM could be very well on its way to 20 cents. And look at the extension level of the 3618 is at 0.197 and the 1618 0.196. So that's our next target if that's the case. So we're really mapping this out to a T. We know what we're going to be looking for here now. Very exciting time. So if we look at the 1 week, we're seeing the cross up and we're getting ready to poke above the 50 line and we're right at that median line. Oh no, we broke above it. A median line for the void lines served as a rejection level, rejection, rejection, fake out, rejection, 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 rejection. We broke above it the past week, and we're probably going to see the confirmation of that kind of key resistance getting broken above, and we're going to see a nice green beanstalk come in. So that is all great. So now let's look at, and it looks like XLM is starting to break above it as we speak. Guys, step into Stargate. Now's the time to do it. I mean, maybe last week was, but now is the time to do it before things start getting real crazy here. And it's gonna. So XDC, right? XDC, we had called out in our group session when it was literally right here. It was at 3 cents because I remember we had said, hey, this is the first time on the 200-day moving average has been broken above. We could see XDC outperform here. And I'm going to pull the group session clip so we can get a little highlight real proof of receipt because this was a flawless trade. Because we called it out to a T on the group session. And we have a group session tomorrow. So that's another reason why you want to join Stargate today and claim those last 3 spots if you haven't already stepped through the gate, because we have our group session tomorrow. So you're going to want to get in on that tomorrow. But we had said it was right over here. It was Wednesday. Yep. It was Wednesday, March 15th, because it was last week on Wednesday in our group session. And we are so far, we hit our target because we had said 4.5 cents it would rally to, which was a 54% gain. But right now we're currently sitting at like 38.38% gain in 6 days. Guys, we're on it. We're absolutely on it. There's some, our biggest kind of hiccup has been XCN so far. But I mean, we actually nailed XCN at the beginning because we had told people about the Stargate signals flashing back here. We got in back here. It was early. I remember it was like mid-January and we got in and we were waiting. It took a bit to play out. Then we saw the pop up. We saw the sell warning on the 1 day. We followed our strategy as far as the 12-hour sell warning, the 1 day sell warning, the 9-hour sell warning coming in. And then we hit the 9-hour 200 moving average. We got the sell now. And then the 6-hour sell warnings and sell nows that came in here as well too. Right. So like we did call out that we were watching the trend line coming up and we saw it broke and we called us converting some out into other coins. So we did hit that trade, but XCN has been, brutal as far as just like not recovering back up and seeing the whole market kind of go up or stay stable and XCN go down. We initially called it flawlessly, but then it kind of turned back on us. But we're still not giving up on XCN. We still have our long-term bags on it. We're just waiting for that 1 day buy now. Every other trade has been pretty precise, I would say. And we need to start pulling some more proof of receipts and highlight reels because we have the receipts. That's why I love sharing the receipts in the Discord and sharing on recording so much, because we have so much kind of stuff to look back on and be like, all right, were we right or were we wrong? And if we were wrong, what went wrong, right? So we like to do it to hold us accountable as well too. So this is all good stuff. But 1 day by now, we're waiting for XCN and we're seeing the MACD curling. We just need to see that TSI cross and then we'll be good. And we're getting close, especially if the altcoins are going to start popping up here. So yeah, so I think the sun will come out on XCN real soon. If we can see the 12-hour buy now with the 1 day buy now and maybe a 9-hour buy now. Yeah, if we see a 9-hour buy now come in with the 6-hour buy now. Yeah, because we probably have 4-hour prepare to buy soons. Yep, we have 4-hour prepare to buy soons here. and 6-hour prepare to buy soons, and then 9-hour prepare to buy soons, and then 12-hour prepare to buy soons, and then a 1-day prepare to buy soons. Now that we've seen multiple time frames line up with the prepare to buy soons, especially with the 1-day, I would probably have it on the 2-day as well. We have it on the 2-day and the 3-day, I'm guessing. Yeah, guys. All right, so XCN is probably getting ready to really turn back around here pretty soon, because we have 3-day prepare to buy soon, 2-day, 1-day, 12-hour, 9-hour, 6-hour, 4-hour. As soon as we see like a 6-hour buy now come in and we see a strong move from that, then that will reflect into the 12-hour buy now, 1-day buy now, and we'll really start rattling with XCN. I'm still holding my long-term holdings of it, whether it crashes 50% or here from here, or whether it doubles or triples from here, I'm still holding it. Yeah, so XCN looking good, XDC as well too. That was our trade that we nailed, and we might do a little swappy out of this. I had put our horizontal line here last night in the Discord. We were tracking it. We had our horizontal line. It was right at 3.5 cents, and it managed to actually break above, and we didn't sell out, and now it's kind of curling back over. So maybe we'll convert some XDC into something, because maybe it's time to do that. So we'll pull up the XDC screener in the Discord, because we have these screeners here custom made for the Stargate members, and we're getting the 2-hour sell now, but let me pull that up. Actually, you know what? I'll pull up the XDC screener in another video, because this is a general market update. But guys, if there's anything you want to take from this, is that market's starting to heat up. Interesting times are ahead. We know what to watch on all kind of angles here. And now's the time to step into Stargate. So definitely join the Discord. Link will be in the bio. Come say you want to get in it, because we'll get you all set up and ready to rattle today before the group session tomorrow. And subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment. Let me know if you're excited for this bull run that's underway here. So I'll see you guys in the Discord and the next video.